Hello, my name's Jalise. Welcome back, everybody, to my top 10 Teen Wolf characters. This is my personal top 10, including the villains. And let me get some honorable mentions. One honorable mention is Deucalion. I love the blind alpha demon wolf. I love him as a villain. I thought he was very sympathetic. I enjoyed his overall arc throughout the seasons, and overall Deucalion is an interesting character, a tragic character, and I like Deucalion. Honorable mention. Now, that's it for the honorable mentions because there is something that needs to be addressed. I don't care for Allison. I don't. I liked her in Season 1. Season 2, I cannot stand what they did for her at the second half of Season 2. Really cannot stand what they did. Season 3A, she's just there for me. Allison's not interested, to me, overall, that interesting of a character. The main high point of her life that she is with Scott. I don't find her an interesting character. Sorry. So let's start off with the top 10. Number 10, I'm going to give to Peter Hale, the best villain of Teen Wolf. This asshole, douchebag, shithole, shit-stained motherfucker. This guy did not give a shit about anybody, including his own daughter, for the most part, and he's a cocky son of a bitch, and we love him for it. He's that cocky dick that we all love, that we all hate, and he's a motherfucker that we want him dead sometimes. And we like to see him tortured a bit. Number 10, Peter Hale. Number 9, I'm going to give to Derek Hale. Derek Hale is a tragic character. The stuff about his backstory with his first girlfriend, Paige, very tough. I love the fact that he's becomes like a more of like, I'm not say a father figure to Scott, but I'm going to say he becomes like a little, like a big brother to Scott. He treats he's overall protective of Scott. He's overall has his back. And he has a funny relationship as hell with Styles. And I do enjoy Derek as a character. Number 9, Derek Hale. Number 8, I'm going to give to Lydia Martin. I enjoy her. She was a slut in Season 1. What'd you expect? But overall, I really find her an interesting character. I enjoy her relationship with other people. She cares so much for other people. She's a banshee. And even though to me, she never kind of develops further as a character other than she becomes more sympathetic to, and she becomes more sympathetic to other people. I don't really find her overall the greatest character in the world. Do not care for her with Styles. I'm not a shipper of them together. But number 8, I'm going to give to Lydia Martin. Number 7, I'm going to give to Kira Yukimura. Or Yukimura. Number 7, Kira is just an awesome character. I like her a lot more with Scott than Scott with Allison. Kira's just a badass. Yeah, her with her sword. Yes, it's a stereotype Asian with swords, but what can you do? I love her character, and I enjoyed her character in Season 3 B, and I loved her character in Season 4. I cannot stand what they did with her in Season 5. Oh, I can't control my powers. Let's be written off the show. I cannot stand what they did to Kira. I never will accept what they did to her. She's an interesting character. Her mother has an interesting backstory. And her, just with Scott McCall and all this stuff, she felt like such a great part of the group. I loved her as a character. I would love to see a dark Kira in a storyline. But sad to say, we'll never get that. So, number 7, Kira. Number 7, I'm going to give to Liam Dunbar. The true beta, the true second in command for Scott McCall. This is his true mini-me. Liam is such a badass of a character. This reluctant kid that didn't want to be a part of Scott McCall's pack, to becoming a good friend to Scott, and going through some dark times, having a girlfriend, and then they kind of ruined his character and the 6B with his girlfriend leaving him and all that stuff. I loved how this show, like, he was like the next generation of Scott McCall, like how Scott had his pack with Styles, Allison and Lydia and all that stuff, and now we see Liam gets his own little group of people with his friend Mason, and then there's so many other ones. I mean, I just really enjoyed his group, Liam, how it shows like he's a future one. I love this arc in 6B where he gets beat up by everybody, and he's just trying not to turn in front of people, and he ultimately cares so much about them that not to hurt them or not to expose himself, that I just love. I love Liam Dunbar. And I love how Coach picks on him. Liam Dunbar, number 6. And I kind of want to put in number 5, I'm not going to lie to you. Number 5, we're going to give to Chris Argent. Chris Argent is the best Argent. after so much shit that happens to him during season 1 to 3, he's annoyed with Scott McCall, but he understands that he respects him. Then he becomes like a sort of like a father figure, and he really does respect Scott. He really does respect Scott. And I think he loves him like a son in many cases. He's like the son he never had. And I just love Chris Argent. I think he's a great father figure, and I just love him. He's ultimate badass hunter. Chris Argent, number 5. Number 4, I'm going to give to Sheriff Noah Stilinski. Styles' dad. This caring father that has gone through so much shit with Styles, and I just love him for it. He's always there for Styles. He's always there for the people. I forgot the place where Teen Wolf is at, but he's always there for the people. He's always protects people. He's going on his way. He's a sheriff. He's not a cowardly sheriff. He's there for his people. He's there for his son. He's there to protect the people against the supernatural. Even though, more or less, he fails, and he admits, I have more failures than successes. But I just love Styles' dad. So yeah, Styles' dad is number 4. Number 3, I'm going to give to Malia Tate or Malia Hale. I love her. I love this character. She doesn't know how to interact with people. I love her relationship with Styles. Her and Styles' relationship, to me, was the best. And then they kind of ruined her with 6B, getting her with Scott. Because, you know, Scott doesn't have a girlfriend this season, so we kind of need him to get him one. Oh, these two are both single? Put them together. I know, or Malaya, whatever you want to call her, Malia, Malaya. I just love her as a character. I absolutely adore her as a character. I love how she doesn't know. She highlights things in her books as what she knows, what she doesn't know. I love her, like, are you serious? I'll kill him. She just does not give a shit. Like, okay, I'll sleep on him. What's not a big deal? I want to go to Paris. Let's go to Paris. Or something like that. She's blunt in your face. No gives a fuck bullshit. I love Malaya or Malia, whatever you want to call her. Number 3, Malia Tate, Malia Hale. Right there, awesome actress. Number 2 is Scott McCall. Scott McCall is a true alpha. He's never going to kill nobody. He's going to protect people. He's always going to be the one to help the people of this town. I just love him because he's such a great role model. I mean, if I was younger, he's a role model to the people in that story. He's a role model to, like, how you want to be as a person. When someone, like, who has, like, a lot of responsibilities, it's kind of like Spider-Man in a way. With great power comes great responsibilities. And that's what Scott McCall does. He is a superhero in his own right. He is a hero. Scott McCall is a badass, mother effer, and I love him as an alpha. Number 2 is Scott McCall. Number 1, I'm going to give to Styles. Styles Stilinski. This actor's face mannerisms. He's clumsy, he's quirky, he's in love with Lydia, which I'm not a big fan of. I like his little crush at the beginning. I like how he's constantly putting himself in danger. Constantly trying to get in people's business, trying to help people, but in reality, he's just... And the fact that he went to be an FBI agent just suits his character. Love how he protects Scott even only against other worlds with a baseball bat. And he's like, it does not matter. When he passes the torch of the baseball bat to Mason, he's like, it does not matter. You're still going to need it. And I just love those interactions with both Styles and Scott. Those two have the best... I want to say similar relationship, you know, they're not brothers, they're brothers spiritually. They're like blood brothers. And I just love Styles. I'm glad that he wasn't turned into a werewolf in many cases, because to me, it's just going to be a more interesting side to have a human character just continue to help Scott and his gang. And overall, Styles is always going to be my number 1 favorite of Teen Wolf. Styles, Stilinski, number 1. So everyone, that's my own personal top 10, everybody. Who is your personal top 10? What is your own personal top 10 Teen Wolf characters? Granted, even though I have watched the show may not be my favorite TV show, but it's a very good show, for the most part. So, Teen Wolf, in general, enjoy the characters. Love a lot of them. Styles and Scott are classics. So what's your own personal top 10, everyone? Named Jalise and everybody. Bye-bye.